Hey guys, it's Autumn, here to talk about herbs, health, and healing today. And today we're going to be specifically talking about health. I sat here for a few minutes trying to push the live button because I'm a little shaken up to kind of talk about this topic, but it needs to. It's a good topic at hand considering what the phone call that I just got off of. So, I've talked to you, many of you know I'm an herbalist and a holistic gut health coach. And so listening to your body, I think, is one of the most important things that we can do. And I think in this day and age that with so many things going on, we kind of lose sight of self-care and listening to things that our body is trying to tell us. And we just kind of push it aside, and it becomes normal. And so I kind of wanted to tell you an experience that I had personally as well. And if some of you are in my women's group, you may have heard this story too. And then I want to talk to you about cancer is going to come up during this discussion as well. So if that's a trigger for you or anything like that, definitely feel free to hop off. But a couple of years ago, I was experiencing some throat pain, and it had, it happened all right here. It was coming down the sides, and it was actually swollen. And the pain had gone on for about a month and a half, and I decided, okay, let's go and see what's happening. Because I figured, as a pretty much a vegan who eats pretty well, I was like, something's really not jiving. Need to see what my body is trying to tell me. I was having acid reflux as well, which just had started out of nowhere. And with the lifestyle, I didn't think that should be happening, right? So I went to general practitioner. She didn't have any answers except to send me to get a thyroid scan, which that turned out to be fine. Sent me to allergist, that turned out to be fine. And then sent me to the GI doctor. And, I have a lot of experience with GI doctors with my father's colorectal cancer and everything, right? And so, the doctors can only use what tools they have in their toolbox, right? So they wanted to scope this end, they wanted to scope that end, and I was like, hold on a second, honey. I don't know that I'm ready to do that right now. So I took a step back and I said, what else can I do? If it was a client of mine, what would I tell them to explore before going kind of to this next step? And so I basically took it upon myself, and unfortunately it's not covered by insurance, but I sought out a naturopath. And they did some blood work on me and was able to find out that I had food sensitivities, not allergies. So there's two different levels, or there's a multitude of levels, but the sensitivities kind of start out first. And they can happen with candida, with leaky gut, all things that I've experienced in the past. And it can kind of open you up to those sensitivities, and those sensitivities can change over time. So once I cut out almonds, walnuts, and unfortunately rice, which was high on my list, my throat pain went away within a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it didn't come back. So that was something where I just dug a little deeper because I did a follow-up visit with the GI doc, and they were like, well, what do you want to do? And I told them about the sensitivities and how everything got better, and they still wanted to scope me. And I didn't understand why they, didn't necessarily hear me that these food sensitivities were legitimate and something was going on with me. And that seems like a pretty simple thing for a GI doctor to kind of realize, right? So, and this was all after my dad's cancer experience. So I already have, 13 years background in pharmaceuticals myself, working within the research side of it. And then my dad's cancer journey being along his side and trying to manage all of that. And I was like, you know when something doesn't feel right to you, right? You know when your body's trying to tell you something, whether you need to see a specialist or you need to get other opinions or you need to try something else. And so this really came up because I just got off a call with a new client that is looking to have some herbal support and just some in general support in her decisions of her recent cancer diagnosis and the natural route that she wants to go down and try first, if not in addition to the traditional chemo, radiation, or surgery, right? And so just like with my father, with my clients, I do not push what I think I would do in that situation. I give them all the options, and they have to make their decision as to what they want to stack to be able to utilize. So, but really listening to your body. So my dad ignored signs and symptoms for months with his colorectal cancer until he couldn't anymore. And then I have two of my best friends' husbands within the last year, and they are both late 30s, early 40s. They both came up with colorectal cancer in different, kind of stages, different situationing, and one needed chemotherapy and one did not. And so, and one of those folks is now my private client. And, we work on his gut health and everything like that, because gut health is definitely the start to being able to heal your body, and because it really affects everything. And so it's just that listening to your body and knowing that something's wrong. Because I know some of us, and I hear this all the time, just something's off. I don't know what to do. And it's difficult in this day and age of COVID. Oh, I do want to go to the doctor and deal with this, right? But I would say definitely talk to friends that you trust, talk to other practitioners that you trust, even explore something, right? Like, personally, I've done physical therapy, acupuncture, seen nutritionists, personal trainers, had massage and vitamin IVs, like all these different kind of things to bring my body back to where it needed to be, right? And so so I just got off the call with this new client, and she was very thankful that over the last few years, she has done a lot of research as to what naturally can support the body. And so she is less fearful than other people that I've talked with in the fact that she is mentally prepared as to what she wants to do to fortify her body, to strengthen the foundation with nutrition for her body to be able to fight this disease. And so that's really why I wanted to come on, and I'm getting goosebumps because, like, part of my reason that I did not go back to pharmaceuticals, my dad said in his last 2 weeks, if I knew then, if I knew then. And so that's what I am here for. I am here to help people know that there are alternatives. There are things that you can try first, and there are things that you can do lifelong in order to prevent and reverse disease, including heart disease, diabetes type 2, and cancer. So there are a lot of things I utilize within, what I've learned with researching kind of with cancer, and I want people to be prepared, right? Because 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women, as of the last stats I've seen, are going to be diagnosed at some point in their life with cancer. Now, cancer is an overproliferation of cells. They get out of line, and they start just kind of reproducing and whatnot, and the body, the immune system doesn't necessarily recognize it. So it gets larger and larger and larger, has angiogenesis where it forms its own blood supply, and then can be able to and migrate and things like that. So these are kind of topics that I want to talk about moving forward. And so I just wanted to share with you guys on my page that this is my plan, that I do want to continue to talk about herbs, but I want to talk more about health and healing, and specifically working on a gut immersion for you guys within the live feed to be able to share. Probably I'm planning about, to kind of do it 3 minutes a few times, probably once or twice a week, to kind of get through it within a month, to be able to talk about gut health and really how important it is, and how important it is to know the things that are out there that you can utilize when you are faced with a dis-ease of the body. Because I do think cancer is like a canary in the coal mine saying, hey, you need to do a little something different with your life. And for most of those who heed the call and take swift enough action, it can definitely be life-changing, absolutely. So I apologize if this got a little bit too deep or anything like that, but it's kind of a segue because for about a year I've been running through something that I haven't announced for everybody. It's been on my website, but I haven't done any marketing or anything like that. I have a 6-month gut healing program that I've created, and it was all created by me. There's videos, there's worksheets, there's support, and I've been able to run a couple of clients fully through it, and then even extended. And so now I'm ready to be able to open it up to a larger group of folks. So I'll tell you more about it over the next few weeks, but it's definitely something that I feel is part of my divine purpose here, to help people feel better and help people heal with plants and help people be empowered in their own medical informed consent, right? Getting goosebumps. So I know I've been jabberwalking for a little bit of time, so I will let you guys go. Let me look at my notes, see if there was anything else that I wanted to talk about. No, just, listen to your body. And if you need somebody to talk to about it, or if you need some support, go ahead and reach out to me. I'm definitely doing a few smaller consults here and there and getting people onto my repertoire, my clientele roster. But for the most part, I'm going to be moving forward with this VIP gut health coaching program and being able to help folks really reverse the dis-ease within their body, and starting with the gut and really being able to nutrify yourself. So let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if this resonated at all. Give me a hashtag replay. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a heart, one of those little cares, if this has resonated with you, because I know there's a lot of folks that have been touched by cancer themselves or within their friends and family. And so I want to be able to help empower y'all. So let me know if, tell me down below or send me a direct message if there's something that really resonated and you want me to be able to expand upon. But definitely going to be talking about more disease prevention and gut healing solutions. So, all right, everybody. Let's see, Elizabeth, we can definitely touch on lupus, absolutely. Hey, Ute. All right, awesome. Looks like we have some great folks on. Parvez, so thank you guys so much for being here with me. I really enjoy it, and I love just kind of communing with you guys. So until we can get together in person, and until next time, love and light, guys. Bye.